Emma Charlotte Duerre Watson, born April 15, 1990, is an English actress, model and activist. Known for her roles in both blockbusters and independent films, as well as for her women's rights work, she has received a selection of accolades, including a Young Artist Award and 3 MTV Movie Awards. Watson has been ranked among the world's highest-paid actresses by Forbes and Vanity Fair, and was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine in 2015. An online threat to publish nude photos of actress Emma Watson turned out to be false, after the Harry Potter actress launched a campaign for gender equality. An online page titled Emma You're Next on the photo-sharing site Fortune showed a countdown and a threat to publish illegally obtained images of Watson. The threat came after Watson, a United Nations Goodwill ambassador, gave a speech in New York urging men to join the fight for gender equality and to end violence and discrimination against women. I was appointed 6 months ago, and the more I talk about women's issues, the more I notice that the struggle for women's rights has often become synonymous with misogyny, Watson, the UN Goodwill ambassador, said in a speech. This has to stop, she added. Watson works as a Goodwill ambassador through the United Nations Women Body, which discusses issues of equality, and considers that the film industry worldwide has not done enough to represent women. The authority also says that women do not speak enough in their roles in films, and that women's representation in action and adventure films is below the standard. In this context, the Commission prepared a study that examined films from 11 countries, including the United States, South Korea, and India. The study concluded that the percentage of women among the characters who speak in these films reached 23%. Her views became a source of anger among countries, and she was subjected to harsh criticism by Israeli officials, after she republished the image of activist Sarah Ahmed. It included the phrase, "Solidarity is a saying, not a verb." In addition to the phrase Free Palestine, this photo sparked mixed reactions. Her parents are lawyers, she has a younger brother named Alex, and her grandmother is French. She spent her first 5 years in France before moving with her mother and brother to England after her parents separated. She has been in love with acting since she was 6 years old, where she spends half her day at Stagecoach Theatre Arts School learning the basics of acting. Prior to the Harry Potter series, Emma had no professional experience. The casting directors for Harry Potter got to know her through one of her professors at the Oxford Theatre. She auditioned 8 times before being cast in the Harry Potter series. In 2014, she obtained a BA in English Literature from Brown University. Emma is a certified yoga and meditation instructor. Harry Potter fans have always hoped and dreamed that the two heroes would have a romantic relationship. Tom Felton, 33, once again shared kind words about fellow Harry Potter series star Emma Watson, saying, "We have a bond," and acknowledging that she has a special place in his heart. The two made no secret of the fact that they had a crush on each other during the filming of the first parts of the Harry Potter films. Entertainment Tonight star Malfoy's character, Tom Felton, was recently asked about his relationship with Emma. And that was against the background of the opening of a giant store for fans of the Harry Potter series in the U.S. state of New York, so his answer was as follows. "We have a bond, we have been very close to each other for a long time, I adore her and I think she is amazing." However, when explaining in detail about the pattern of their relationship, he clarified that it is not a romantic relationship. "In the first 2 films, I had a huge crush on Tom Felton, he was the first guy I liked," Watson told 17. And she added, "He knows exactly how I feel about him. We talked about that previously and the memory is still a funny event for us. We are close friends now, and this is wonderful." After her old statements about the same thing, she said, "Once we were in the study room, and we were asked to draw the shape of the god as we imagine it. Tom drew a girl with a mirrored hat on a skateboard, so I don't know what hit me but I immediately fell in love with it. I was looking for his number in the phone book, but in the end nothing happened between us." He wrote in his diary, "I always had a secret love for Emma, but not in the way people might like to hear. This does not mean that there was no spark between us, it certainly did, but at different times." Tom Felton says, "A few people have encouraged me, Emma Watson, to tell the whole story rather than pick out the anecdotes in it lacking in depth, not because it was an outlet for me, but also in the hope that sharing those parts of my story will help others who may not be having the best of times." In an interview with actor Rupert Grint, known as Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter series, he talked about what he remembers about the two stars Watson and Felton's relationship behind the scenes. "There was something between them, some kind of emotional spark. We were kids and she had some childish feelings of love. As for me, I didn't have any kind of sparks, I was completely devoid of these things." Her presence on the tongue of all the newspapers and in front of the cameras made her constantly swirl of romantic rumors, and it certainly wasn't easy. In her statement to Glamour magazine several years ago, Watson said, "Being famous takes a toll on my love life. As soon as I take a picture with someone, the media says it's my new boyfriend, so they made it look like I dated 6,000 people." She added, "In the world of Hollywood, when you date someone, they automatically become part of your media image and so on. And I never like the person who accompanies me to feel that he is under the limelight and public pressure because of me. This is what I consider the difference between living a normal life and a life of fame. If someone takes a picture of me and posts it on their account, within 2 seconds people will be able to know where I am. Commenting on what I wore and who went out with me, and I do not want to share details of this kind." There were many names that were announced to be associated with Watson during her artistic career, which began in 2001, and the role of Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series of films. Internationally known and based on the novels of author J.K. Rowling, but in a statement to Watson at the end of 2019, the actress confirmed that the most important relationship she could have was her relationship with herself. In 2008, newspapers reported the existence of a kind of rapprochement between Watson and Paul during the Cartier polo party of the same year. Francis, who is known for his role in the reality show Made in Chelsea, and descends from the rich family of Paul, who specializes in diamonds and precious metals, later revealed the reason for not continuing their relationship. He told Heat magazine, "We had some mutual interest for a while, but I've always been an ambitious person, striving to make my own fame. So I ended the relationship because I didn't want to be presented as just the friend of the actress, Emma Watson." He added that they did not stay in touch after their separation from each other, but they meet by chance sometimes because they have mutual friends. He continued, "Emma is a wonderful person, she is a completely different person than she appears in the media, and this is what attracted me to her from the beginning, as she is very interesting." The couple dated Emma Watson and British actor Jay Barrymore, for 2 years. From 2008 to 2009, immediately after the end of her very short relationship with Francis. It was reported that the reason for the separation of Emma and Jay was the distance between them, as at that time she attended Brown University in the United States while he remained in Britain. Emma and Jay's relationship has been dominated by problems for months. With her studies at Brown University in the United States, experience has proven that the ocean separating them is stronger than their relationship can bear. Now Emma spends a lot of time with Rafael and they are very close. Rafael Cibrian is a Spanish musician and actor who was in a relationship with Emma Watson at the end of 2009 and during 2010, both of them were studying at Brown University, Rhode Island, USA. Emma was associated with George, the British singer and model, for a short time in 2010, and they met before her during the advertising campaign for the Burberry brand. And it was revealed that she had a relationship with technology businessman William McKnight after her separation from her ex-lover, Matthew Johnny, because of her preoccupation with her artistic activities.